Hey guys, it's Derek from Pacific Coast Auto here in Japan, and we're taking a look at a 2003 Toyota Raum. Now this is a weird vehicle, and it's a lot weirder once you take a look at it. It has a bunch of very strange features. And so first off, this video is going to be a condition check video of the vehicle that was bought from auction here in Japan, and this one is going to be exported to Canada. And so the Raum is basically a kind of bigger version of the Toyota Vitz or Yaris or whatever you want to call that car, or the Echo. It's on the same platform as our company car, that one over there, using the same engine and the same front wheel drive platform. And so in Canada, parts for this vehicle should be pretty easy to come by. It's a 1.5 liter VVTi engine. They put out 108 horsepower. They're generally reliable but otherwise unremarkable engines. VVTi means variable valve timing with intelligence, but I drive the same engine every day, and I kind of wish it had more intelligence or more lift on the camshafts. Okay, and so this one has 25,000 kilometers. In general, the condition is pretty good, although it does have some paint fade you can kind of see on the vehicle right now. The interior is a little bit dirty, and then we got some bumper ouchies. So first off, before we get to the exterior, I'm going to go over the auction sheet and translate this for you. Then we'll go to the exterior, and then we'll go to the interior, including some of the features like some of the coolest doors in the world and weird seat configurations inside. Okay, so 2003 Raum, in Japanese Raum, or Raumu. In English, it's like that. I don't know what they mean by that. I don't know what a Raum is. I kind of feel like I'm saying it wrong every time, even though it's a phonetic alphabet. It's not even an alphabet. Phonetic letters? Can you call the Japanese letters letters? I don't know. Anyways, it's an auction grade 4 with an interior C, 25,768 kilometers with automatic transmission. No sales points were written by the seller. It was purchased from user, and it looks like it was owned by a real estate agent because it has some company sign that you can still kind of read. You can't read it all, but you can read the part that says home, which is what a lot of real estate agents have as their name, something something home. Okay, so steering wheel wear, bed section scratched and dirty. It's actually really scratched. Interior slightly dirty. It is slightly dirty, but there's stains in the back seats that make it feel dirtier in the back. In the front, it's nice and clean, though. Oh, what is this? Something comes off. I'm sorry, I can't read this part here. You're gonna have to refer to the translation. If I'm translating these sheets in the office before we bid, then I'll get somebody else to translate the parts that I can't read, like that one there. Wheel caps are scratched and one of them is missing. It is true. The hubcap on the back is missing. Otherwise, there are hubcaps, but they're not in good condition. So maybe a new set of hubcaps, or maybe even a new set of wheels. Wheel door mirrors scratched, various scratches, dents, and not glossy paint. A3 and U2 on the front bumper. So the front bumper piece, you can have a look. It's not supposed to be pushed in like that. Ouch. Headlights are also faded. And then a repainted section on the back and scratches on the back as well as dents. Okay, so I'll go once around here. It's super windy today, so I hope you don't hear too much of the wind sound. I got a windsock on there. Okay, so take a look at this. It's basically just a car, like regular hatchback size car, kind of Volkswagen Golf size. In fact, exactly Volkswagen Golf size. The back doors are sliding doors. But not only that, on the left side only, there's no pillar here. And so you can open both doors. And it's a giant door. It's car-sized. It's really crazy. Like a whole car could fit inside this car, even though it's a small car. The back door also swings out sideways instead of upwards, so that's a little bit weird, but I quite like that actually. Onto this side, I had like a 90-year-old guy come up to me. And a lot of older people want to have conversations just because they're bored, I guess. And he wanted to know everything about the fire truck here. And so I told him everything. I told him my son loves the fire trucks when they come in. Okay, so let's have a look at the details. So the hood, both front fenders, and the top of the beginning part of the front pillar is all kind of unglossy. And as I mentioned in the other video that comes with this set of videos and pictures, you can probably spray on a glass coating or whatever. I don't know what they call them in English. In Japanese, they're a glass coat, and then it's kind of like a wax, but it's a hard hard plastic coating, and then it will make it look shiny and nice. Scuffs and scrapes here. Side panels are generally pretty good. There aren't really any dents on them, but the back panel here has a dented section right there and ouchies over there. Okay, taillights are, well, they're taillights. All right. So, yeah, let's have a look at the inside. First off, it is weird. You go to grab here and you're like, oh yeah, it opens sideways. Kind of weird, but nice big trunk interior. And then those seats will fold down to give you even more room if you like. There's the scratches that they're talking about. And then speakers here. This is a little bit weird. Why does one speaker point upwards where the other speaker points sideways? Why could they not make that symmetrical? What were they thinking? There's a spare tire underneath there. I wonder what's in there. A place for you to hang something there, if you're down with that. Okay. Doggy walk time. I'll show you the door here. So the front doors are strangely large for this size of a vehicle. Really easy to get in there, even if you are a sumo wrestler size. And then sliding door, and it is sliding door on both sides. And look at that. That's crazy. When I opened it and I saw the latch up here, I was like, oh, that's weird. It's latched at the top. And I was like, oh, that's even weirder. There's basically nothing there. And so you can open the back separate of the front, not like an RX-8 or the BB. My car there has a suicide door on one side that you can only open once the front door is open. But I don't think you'll be able to close this. Let's see. Oh, you can. Oh, that's weird. So you don't have to close this one first. You can have them anytime that you want, any style that you want. That's super cool. Okay, so usually I'll go into the front seat first, but I want to show you something in the back seat. Notice that these, excuse me, notice that the two seats are not the same kind of seat. The front seat looks like a standard seat for the driver. The passenger seat, this section here comes up and the hinge is raised up. And so that's a little bit weird, I thought. I noticed also the seatbelt's attached to the seat only. And so if you pull this one, it flips it down and you can use that as a table while you're driving, but also you can flip that up. Why? I mean, I think it is cool. You can put more stuff like a big box in here if you wanted to, but it seems like engineering for no purpose at all other than to be weird, but I like it. And I also like my car, which came out at the same time, and it has weird seats that are useless, but I like them as well. They're not the standard BB seats in the pickup truck version of the BB. Okay, so you can see the stands in the back there. This one here locks into position, and so if a back seat driver wants, they can just, they can do this while you're driving, and so that's pretty cool. It's kind of like a BMW 7 Series in that respect. So let's see what we can do about flipping this down. Need the two hands. Give me a sec. Oh, wait a second. I got something. Ugh, that's not working again. There's money down there. Okay, well, I'm not going to actually take the money, but there's 10 yen. That's like 10 cents. Okay, so another quirky little thing is you can always move seats forward and backwards using these things, but there's one on the back here as well. So if you're in the back seat and you feel like annoying the person in front of you, you can give them less leg room. Weird. And then this one's a sliding door too. And so here's what we do. Is it easy to close these? Let's see. That was easy. Cool. Okay, so we'll get out the other side and then I'll show you the interior from the front. Looks like this plastic scratches pretty easily, and so child lock is on that one. Child lock is on this one. That's kind of funny. The last time I got stuck inside a car with child locks on it, it was in another car with the same engine as this. So let's go through the secret passageway here. It's kind of nice not having a console. So like a minivan, you can go front to back with relative ease. This car's way more fun than I thought it would be. Way more. Okay, standard Toyota action here. We got AC that works, rear defrost. You can do this hot and cold if you're down with hot and cold. Fan speeds. This one interior and exterior. It has a no smoking sign. It smells very much like a real estate agent inside the vehicle. If you don't know what one smells like, go to your closest real estate agent and then smell them. The steering wheel is not circular, it's like an oval, and it's much smaller than a regular steering wheel is. So it feels a little bit weird, but it feels unique and cool. Looks like some color discoloration here. Brakes work fine, the driving works fine. They're super reliable. It's basically a Toyota Echo Yaris. What are those? Echo, Yaris, and there's one more. Don't remember. CD player, and then no tachometer, just speedometer up there. This is fun. Okay, so weird car, but cooler than you think that it would be. And then just to show you here on this side, you get structural integrity, and so they give you a full pillar on this side. If you didn't have a pillar on this side, I don't think that the vehicle could pass crash safety for rollover. Okay, so that's going to be it for the Raum. When people ask you what kind of car do you drive, you can say I drive Raum. It has no B-pillar on the left side. Okay, cool. So if you have any questions, please let me know. Otherwise, thank you for watching and have a nice day.